today we're doing controversial takes, slash opinions. So the live is gonna start at about 2 or 3 minutes. So I recommend skipping until then. But yeah, I have a list of unpopular opinions here, and we're doing confessions too. I feel like it's been a long day. I feel like confessions are really fun as well. So we're just gonna wait until that mark and then get started. It's a little bit dark outside actually. So yeah. I think these are funny. Welcome to the live. I'm just waiting for like 2 or 3 minutes to hit and then we'll get started. Let me grab my chips actually. I'm doing good. How are you doing? It's Thursday. I had a really rough Thursday, but I'm alive. I don't know if anybody else gets this, but I get so mad at myself for like wasting time. It's 7 o'clock and I feel like I got back from work and like wasted an hour. And it's like every hour is like precious, you know? So, yeah, my day was good. Or my day was a little bit rough, but we're alive. How was your day? Your eyes look tired. My eyes are tired because I am tired. So, honestly, also when people are like, oh, you look tired, I don't pretend, and I don't think you meant it as an insult. Oh, wait, your eyes always look tired? Okay, maybe that was an insult. But when people say I look tired, I'm like kind of glad that they recognize that I'm tired. Because, like, it's just like, okay, now you know I'm tired. So now I don't have to like pretend to not be tired. Like, so when people are like, yeah, you look tired, as long as I know there's no ill intent behind them saying that, I'm okay with people saying you look tired. What a waste. Why waste? What did you do for an hour? Because you know how time after work is just so precious. And I got back from work today at 6 p.m. and I feel like I just like scrolled on social media. I could have gotten on live. I could have like made dinner. I could have done something like productive in that hour rather than just like sitting there. I could have like went and taken a nap, which like I was just too like my chest is like a little bit too tight to like lay down and take a nap right now though. You look like you can be mean. You're gorgeous. Thank you. That's sweet. I mean, I'm only mean when I have to be mean. If somebody does something that requires me to be mean, then like, yeah, you deserve to see that. You're fine. Thank you. That's very sweet. That's very nice to say. You look like Blue Ivy. Well, that is a big compliment, so thanks. Confession time. Congrats on the book deal. I did not get a book deal. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're like trolling, but I don't really read books very much. I have some books, but I don't like read that much. I remember you didn't like men too much. Is that true? I was saying that in college, wasn't I? Do you drink any type of wine? Funny you should ask. Another thing I was doing, I don't think I can show that very long. Another thing I was doing no, usually I go work out, but I was having such a bad day. I was like, I'm just going home. Like, I know workouts like make you feel better, of course, but like, oh my God, I look that tired. And oh, don't look at my nails. I'm getting them redone soon. Not that there's anything wrong with my nails not being done, but it's just that they don't look very put together. Yes, a lot. LOL. Yeah, well then, yeah, but yeah, same thing. I'm looking at this yoga schedule again. Yeah, controversial takes. Men are, finish the sentence. Da da da. But no, I'm just tired. I've had such a long day. I know you guys relate. Like you have long days before. So, yeah, I know you guys have had long days before. But actually, I do not smoke, and I never have, and I never will. So, yeah, don't smoke, guys. It's not good for you. What's something embarrassing that you've never admitted? Men are great companions. Are they, though? Are they? Uh-oh. Where are you from? So I just... Ooh, shit. Excuse me. I just moved from California to Texas. I think... I've been saying 4 months, but I think it's been... it'll be 5 months soon. So, I moved from California to Texas 5 months ago. And I'm refilling my water bottle because I've dedicated myself to staying hydrated. So, get your I have a 40-ounce... I have a 40-ounce water bottle. I just got it. Love from the unknown lands beyond the ice walls of Antarctica. Good evening. Good evening. You're in Texas? See, Texas is what's up. So I have a 40-ounce water bottle, and I make sure to drink at least 2 or 3 of these a day. 2 or 3 of these a day, plus... What was that? So weird. I don't know what that was, guys. Anyways, what's something embarrassing that you've never admitted? Should I add that? I'm gonna add that as a sticker. What's something embarrassing that you have never, sorry, apparently I can't spell anymore. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'll change that after a little. You're from ATL. I'm so ATL. I don't like, I have no plans on going to, Atlanta. That sounds scary, honestly. Okay, what the question is, what's the most, yes, like and subscribe if you want to see my face again. I go live every single day. Yesterday I was cooking. Today I just don't have an appetite. My day was so rough that I just don't have an appetite. Remove the spams. Yeah, none of my mods are in the live right now, so I'll just remove them myself. I don't have an appetite. I love, for some reason, like the baked chips, these baked hot chips, like are like I can eat them any. Asparagus and potatoes, and last night I just made spaghetti on live, and I think people liked when I cooked, but I don't have an appetite. You know when like the day just like gets your soul and you're just like, hi, New York City is the best city. I really want to go to New York. I've never been to New York. Atlanta's trash. I've never been to Atlanta, and I already know it's trash. Like, I already know. I don't think I would go to Atlanta with using my own free will. Oh no, the question is kind of cut off. What is something embarrassing that you've never admitted? Chicago? What's wrong with Chicago? Are you saying Chicago is one of the best cities? Or are you saying you don't like Chicago? Or you're from Chicago? I kind of want to see Chicago. Mod, I have enough mods. Atlanta is the definition of ratchet. Mhm. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard a lot about that. Uh, can you sing me any song for an edit? I really wish I had the ability to sing, but I'm not. I can't sing. California is better. See, I just moved from California to Texas, and California is so expensive. I live in Chicago. I I had a crush on my manager at my last job, and she never knew. That's kind of weird. Oh my god. But I do believe California is better. California is just too expensive. You don't have to sing with your heart. I promise you, nobody wants to hear me singing. Nobody wants to hear me sing. I promise you that. Moving on. What's something embarrassing you've never admitted? I see people are like scared to admit. I mean, that's okay though. I understand. Oh. Oh my god. Have you ever been in a situation where you pretended to understand, but you had no idea what was going on? Like, you pretended to understand and you had no idea what was going on. Have you ever been in a situation like that? What about me? What do you mean, what about me? I'm watching the Tupac murder trial. It's crazy as hell. The Tupac murder trial? Oh, is that like on Netflix or something? What are you eating? The only thing that I'm able to eat when I have no appetite. I just smile. Well, I'm glad you smile. It's always good to smile. Okay, but the question is, what's something embarrassing you've never admitted? I'll move on once somebody has answered. Or alternative, wait, really? No, it's live. They have an open case ongoing with federal agents depicting the events and the people leading up to the murder. It's live and they have an open case? I thought that was closed. Wait, I'm gonna look it up. Oops. I'm gonna look that up. Yes, something embarrassing you've never admitted. Wait, the Tupac murder trial? I'm looking that up right now. Tupac murder trial. It is on right now. The murder trial of Dwayne D. Davis, the 1996 killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur, officially began in Las Vegas in August 2026. Davis faces life in prison if convicted of orchestrating the drive-by shooting. Why is this just now going on? Somebody fill me in if you know what's going on. The dude kept talking about it in interviews and eventually it caught up with him. So the shooter is dead. Have I ever heard about the, I can't pronounce that, but Klan incident? No, I haven't. Sure what that is. Wait, so I thought, so what led them to open up Tupac Shakur's case? The shooter is dead. What led them to open up his case again? And it says it opened in August 2026 in Las Vegas. I assume he was shot and killed in Las Vegas. And again, I don't know very much about him, so. They're saying he masterminded the shooting as an act of revenge. So what exactly led them to open up this this case? Oh my God. They had pictures of his body. They Suge Knight, Suge, what is it? Suge Knight, and he was, yeah, they orchestrated the management. His nephew shot Tupac. He passed the gun back to him. Tupac and his people jumped the shooter's nephew, and the guy retaliated. A clan of people disappeared. It was rumored an inside member. Wow, that's interesting. Wait, what's it called again? Can you comment what it's called again? Wait. Tupac Shakur's. Have you guys ever seen what led the car to reopen was Kefe. Am I saying that right? D said he had more FBI information that would depict more about the details involving his murder. Oh, okay. I'll look that one up too. Ooch. I don't know how to pronounce that. Was a near complete extermination of the clan in a single night, carried out by Itachi Chui. The massacre was ordered by their leadership to prevent a violent something and spare the village of devastating war. Wow. An entire clan vanished in one night. He chose to eliminate his clan and stop the coup to protect his younger brother. Wow. That's insane. Hi, welcome to the live. Well, he was granted immunity. When was this? Wait, I can't even tell if this is real now. Oh, okay, it wasn't real. I thought it was real. Because they said Naruto, and I was like, that's not real. Okay. It starts way back, but it started this week. Why did it start this week then? Okay, and the defendant is Dwayne D. Davis, a former gang leader. One count of murder with a deadly weapon with intent to promote, further, or assist a criminal gang. Plea not guilty, expected length about 4 weeks. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I am. Because FBI has more information to connect living people involved. So was the case ever closed? And if so, what led them to reopen it? Tupac Shakur. Okay, I'm gonna look that up actually. If his case was ever closed. And what caused it? to open back up. Okay. I just Googled that. Oh, okay. The murder was 3 people, but the guy living is he's the only living suspect. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So the other 2 people are dead. When did they die? You have such a calming presence. Thank you. Usually I'm not calm, but I think I like being calm better than not. How are the neighbors in the noise? I haven't heard them since. I hear them like every so often. Correct, and he's the one that, oh. Okay, so you know what's going on. I mean, obviously, I think you've been like pretty, like really on point this whole time. Correct, and he's the one that handed the gun to the shooter. Wow. So what is the maximum amount of time he can get? I'm gonna look that up. And what year did, he died in 98, right? Do I have the right person? What, max amount of time. What's his name again? Okay, I'm looking up how much time he can get. The neighbors in the noise, I haven't heard them since last time I was on live. It's like very rare that I hear them, but when I hear them, it's like really loud. Okay, if convicted, Dwayne D. Davis, Kefe, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't think I am. Faces a max sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Okay, so I guess it's, I guess he assisted in a murder, so he could get life in prison. The most embarrassing thing that I ever did and never admitted to someone was that I got caught stealing candy from Walmart. Okay, caught stealing candy from Walmart. Unbelievable. Live, Tupac, oh, really? He died in 95 or 96? Really? Are you sure? I'm gonna look it up. He's granted immunity and can't be convicted. What do you mean by that? Oh, he died in 96, so not 98, 96. What do you mean he was granted immunity? Oh, he can't be convicted. Then what's the trial for? I'm gonna look that up. Kayfe? He's been informed. Okay, hold on. Was he granted immunity? I did 90 days of community service when I was 13. Good job. Okay, so was Tupac? No. Okay. Google says no. Dwayne D. Davis or Kayfe was not granted blanket immunity for the murder of Tupac Shakur. While he did have a limited immunity agreement in the past, it did not shield him from the current trial. Okay. So, he's not shielded by, well, you just heard. In 2008, Davis sat down with the federal task force and the Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, to discuss drug sales and the murder of Christopher the Notorious B.I.G. Wallace. Keefe. That's gross. I'm not going to say that. That sounds stupid. I'm just going to say his real name. He spoke under a proffer agreement, which is a form of limited immunity. It promised that the specific statements he made inside that room could not be directly used against him in future trial. The loophole. The agreement only covered... excuse me. The agreement only covered what he told investigators during that specific session. It did not prevent law enforcement from prosecuting him using independent evidence. That's not really a loophole. Okay, so he's an idiot. Davis's immunity claim failed for 2 primary reasons. I love you too. Right, they pulled his immunity from 30 years and gave him... Okay. And they gave him immunity and now they're subpoenaed to the trial. Okay. So he published his 2019 memoir. In 2019, Davis voluntarily published a, yes, he is an idiot. For one, I'm about to explain, yeah, he's an idiot. But I can't believe in 2019, Davis voluntarily published a tell-all book, Compton Street Legend, in which he publicly detailed his role in orchestrating Tupac's murder. He wrote a book about it? A Nevada judge ruled that because he chose to print and sell these confessions for profit, they had no Fifth Amendment protection. Wow. He could have wrote about anything, but no, he's an idiot. He just snitched. That's what reopened the case. Why on earth would he do that? That's not an idiot. That's like another level. That is another level of idiocy. Just a whole nother level. To print and sell his confessions. And is that actually what reopened the trial? He could have done anything. Hey babe. Correct, because he's a felon, so there are police officers that worked death row at the time. He's thinking to bring down the regimen, but it's not going to work. Public interviews. Over the years, Davis repeated his confessions on podcasts, YouTube channels, and TV documentaries. Prosecutors successfully argued that he waived any right to secrecy by speaking openly about the crime in nearly every form imaginable. I'm doing amazing, babe. How are you doing? Hey. Wow. So he just wanted people to know, basically. Thank you so much. I've been growing my hair out for a really long time. I could only get it here in high school, down to here in college, and post-grad, I've gotten it down to here. My goal is to get it to my waist. I know I'm learning Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish at the moment. You're fine, babe? Good, babe. So, what exactly was he saying? Now I'm curious. What exact? No. What exactly did he say in the confessions? What were the confessions? That's a good question. You're about to eat some chips too? Okay. Okay, so they're not detailed. Let me see if it'll detail them for me. Let me not eat that one. Davis claimed his confessions that the shooting was retaliation for the beating of his nephew, leading him to supply a .40 caliber gun that was used to kill Tupac Shakur. He told investigators that he passed the gun to the backseat of the Cadillac, and during the shooting, he believed Tupac was reaching for a weapon before being fired upon. Wow. Now he's saying on trial he lied about it. All he had to do was not say anything. He depicted that death row, other gang members, and police orchestrated a laundering operation through death row. He worked that pocket of money for the record. He worked that pocket of money for the record label. What does the last sentence mean? Well, this is really interesting. So, okay, so it's going to go on for about 4 weeks. Well, supposedly. I think that timeline changes a lot, though. But, well, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I did not know, I had no clue the Tupac murder trial was, I don't know if it was closed and reopened. Like 8 people got killed during that time, and in total, about 81 convictions over the years and more. That's crazy. But, were you born in 96? I was not born in 96. Alright guys, have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna jump off, and I will be back on live tomorrow.